next few minutes through transformational leadership and development. The possibility that I'm creating is as a desired outcome for you to have a snapshot of your income protection needs. So I've given each of you a page. I'd like to have you participate in the fill in the blanks for this financial bridge building exercise that is designed to help families discover the level of their family's income protection exposure. Of course, I'll be available to answer any questions that you might have. So the first question is, number one, A, who depends on your income now? And I'll have a gift for everybody who completes this after the exercise. 1B, who will depend on your income 5 to 10 years from now? Question number 2, what is your family's monthly lifestyle need? You can ballpark it, your rent or your mortgage payment, utilities, auto payment, gasoline, telephone, groceries, cable, stuff like that. Plug in the number there. And then number 3, we're going to do a math exercise. Everyone loves math. It's so weird. But it's a no-brainer for you. We're going to do something that's called a dime. The letters stand for financial events that happen in yours and your family's life. Okay, so we're going to start with the D, and that represents debt or death, right? And so, what's your debt load? Credit cards, student loans, medical bills, your car note. Yes, ballpark that. Everybody got it? Okay.
Was that number 3?
Yes, number 3 in the box that says dime exercise. Find the D. The first D is your debt load. So put a number there.
4,000.
I already put that.
This, and then add 10,000 to that. That would be death benefit. Everybody good?
No.
Everybody good?
On your debt load, is it monthly that you're
Yes,
doing?
we're talking monthly figures on this, on your, yeah, so,
So, but
what
on
are
your
you-
debt, are you
what
talking
are-
about insurance, are you talking about groceries, you're talking about all of
okay,
that?
so
or you're
number
only talking
2
about-
is your monthly,
Alright.
okay, and then number 3, I would say if I had to write you a check then to pay off your debt, complete that. If I had to write you a check, outstanding debt, I apologize.
Got it.
Mhm. So number 2 is the monthly, number 3 for D is if I had to write you a check to pay your debts,
Okay.
credit cards, student loans and that, what would that look like? And then add 10 grand to that. All right, let's go down to the M. We want to deal with how much would it cost to pay off your mortgage if I had to write a check for that? Or how much would it cost to buy a house, a modest home with cash? Everybody have the M? All right, and did you carry your debt and your debt over to the right, add those 2 things and carry that to the far right column? Mortgage, carry that over to the right column as well. Let's do the E next. All right, so how much would it be if you paid 4-year college education at, let's just say, $80,000 for the 4-year term, just to make the math really easy, right? For each of your beautiful children. So it would be, so on the E,
Roz.
times however many children you have.
I'm not doing that part.
I gotta get Roz a bottle of water
Come on
for
now,
that.
Come on, I got a gift for you when it's
Go ahead,
done.
Roz.
That's impossible right now.
What's that? Is it possible to write that number down?
Yeah.
How many children do you have?
5.
5. And let's just say 5 times 100,000. Let's do that instead of 80 for you. Let's do that 100,000. So that's, what's that? 500.
Her right hand will not move.
That's
Probably one of my son's college right now.
yeah, but just for this exercise.
I got you.
And then carry that number over time to however many years. All right, we good? Now let's talk about income replacement. So as the main breadwinner, what is your current monthly income? Put that in the I space, current monthly, you can ballpark it, times 12. So what I do is do it times 10, and then I add just 2 more monthly payments, so that's easy for me. Your current monthly income times 12 equals some number. We good? And then multiply that by 10 to get the number of years. So now, if God called you home today and allowed you to leave your check with your family for the next 10 years, that's what we're trying to get with this number. So your monthly income, you got it? Times 12 equals your yearly income times 10 years. Now, do you see on the bottom where it says income protection needed? You're going to add everything on the right column. Did everyone, we get it? Raise your hand when you're done. All right, that's good. Got some quick folks in here. Do you have it? Everybody ready to go to the next task? Not yet? So at the top of your page, while they're finishing their task, just above snapshot, I'd like you to write in your name and say life right beside it. So it'll be Stephanie's life or Trisha's life. To the left of that, at the top of the bar, write born. So you were born, and then you've got this life going on. We good? All right, so I want to read your scenario because life gets real. We know that, right? All right, so did you total the columns? I just need to know that everybody's on the same page with that. All right. You're at home. Your spouse is at home cooking. Key breadwinner is on the way home from work. It's a routine drive. You're in the car speaker with each other, and in a matter of seconds, Mustang hits you, and you go from being wonderful, powerful you, head of household, to barely being able to use the restroom. Next thing you know, you're in ICU, and it's taking a turn for the worse. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to you. You work hard, but things like that happen. You're working for money, and if you don't work, you don't eat. We spend money on a lot of things, but I want to take your mind someplace that we don't normally go. 2 questions we have to ask. They're what-if questions. What if I die too soon? And what if I live in that state or live too long and not having enough money? And so you're ensuring your insurability when you implement a life income protection plan and you take care of your investments and things like that. And so in this example, you're healthy, you're the income provider, retirement is the next step, but we're not going to deal with that today. That's what Matt dealt with. I want to take you back to the scenario. By the time your spouse or your partner gets the call, you can't do anything, and your health keeps failing. Terminal illness or worse, in the event something happened to you, the key breadwinner, the check stops coming in. Who's going to come through for you right here, right now, today, if it happens to you? Write that person's name in on number 4. Who's gonna bring your income to your family? If you don't have a name to put in there, call that person nobody. You on the same page? And so, if we could show you how to protect your income in the event of terminal illness or worse, would there be any reason why you wouldn't want to know how to do that? That's the question. We can show you how to protect your foundation, income protection, and all that good stuff. The next thing on number 5 is if you have some income protection already, write that number in number 5, what you already have in place. And when you subtract that number from those numbers you've added up, you can see what your level of exposure is. Does everybody have an income protection need number? And so many times when we meet with someone about life insurance or income protection, we have an arbitrary number in our head. But if you look at what you have there, that gives you a snapshot of what your need is. And so we can talk further about how to achieve that goal and get you in a position where not only is your income protected and your family is protected, but you've got assets under management growing so that you can live well should you live too long. And then you can provide an income when your check comes home if you die too soon. That's my time. Thank you.